Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. It's been a few weeks now, but welcome back to another movie vlog. Nothing's really been coming out. There's a few things that have come out that I'm really interested in, and just things that I don't want to see just yet. Like Inside Out 2, haven't seen the first one. I'm not going to go watch the second one without seeing the first one. If I had seen the first one, I would have gone to see that. At some point, I'm going to watch both of those because I've heard they're great. But anyway, there's other shows, other movies like Beetlejuice, and there were a few other things here and there. I just looked at all of them and I thought, I don't want to watch any of these. Even by synopsis, I'm just like, it's like there's some movies I've watched where I thought I might not like this, but I watched it anyway because it at least sounded a bit interesting, or the cast is good or whatever. Like that Blake Lively movie. I watched that only because of a Deadpool Wolverine promo. So like, there's a few movies I watched that I wouldn't normally watch, but there wasn't even films like that in the cinemas for me. I just wasn't interested in anything. And there still isn't much, and isn't many new things where I think, oh, I want to see that. There are movies coming up September, October, November, December that I'm very excited for sure. I'm very excited for a few movies coming out soon, but as of now, it's just been like a dry period. And unfortunately, in the UK, it was National Cinema Day a few weeks ago, and I was just like, I don't even want to go. It's like £3 a movie for everybody. It's a good price. It's £4, I think, this year. Went up a little bit. And it's a good price, and it would have brought in good crowds, but I saw Deadpool Wolverine like 5 times, so I didn't want to see it again. And apart from that, I was just like, oh, it's just Inside Out 2. I haven't seen the first one, so I didn't even go to National Cinema Day this year. There was just not enough in the cinemas. But this week, and I feel like the reason they've done it is because even the cinemas know there's kind of something up at the moment. It's kind of a dry period. They've introduced a new thing called 4DX Week. Now, this vlog is not about 4DX Week, just to clarify. But this whole week, which is great timing because I'm off work for 11 days. I was off work since Friday was my last day. I had the weekend off. I got whole of this week off. Plus, I got Monday, Tuesday off. So I got a full-on 11 days off, which is nice. It's a nice break from my workplace, which is literally just on your feet all day. And this week, funnily enough, it is it is just a Cineworld thing. It's 4DX Throwback, 4DX Rewind, can't even speak, 4DX Rewind Week. What that means is they're showing 4DX films, classic and new, in cinemas for low prices. I think it's like £3 or £4 or whatever for everybody, which is great. So they're showing 4DX films throughout the week on the cheap. And they're old films, so they're showing the original Twister, which I've never seen before. I want to see that, because I've seen Twisters now. Jurassic Park, Spider-Man Extended Cut, I think. There's a couple others that I can't remember, a couple old movies that are also coming out in 4DX. They're actually doing it. Let me check it up, actually, before I go on to the vlog. Both Twisters films, 1 and 2, the new one as well. Despicable Me 4, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, The Dark Knight, Interstellar, which is also what we're watching today, but not in 4DX. I mentioned Jurassic Park, obviously. What I forget? Quiet Place Day 1 and Godzilla Kong Frozen Empire. So a bit of mix of classic and new. But I'm looking forward to watching Twister and Jurassic Park at some point later this week. So expect some more cinema vlogs coming up. They showed The Dark Knight on Saturday, which is like an anniversary sort of thing, or just a Nolan epic, in IMAX, not in 4DX. I would have loved to go and see that, but I didn't have the time, unfortunately, over the weekend. But today, for the 10th anniversary of this Nolan epic, they are showing Interstellar in IMAX. And I'm going to go and see it. Even though I've got it on 4K Blu-ray, I've seen it many times on my 4K TV and other screens as well. Interstellar is such an incredible movie. But as far as I remember, I'm not sure I even saw it on the big screen. I might have, but if I have, I've forgotten. This film on the big screen, I'm sure is spectacular. And for me, it's the best space movie. There are definitely some contenders for that, but for me, it's the best space movie. And Christopher Nolan is my favorite director. I love his directing style. He's my favorite director of all time. I've literally got a Twitter account called Inceptioned, so I love that guy. For me, he's the best director of today. Obviously, there are some great ones like Scorsese, Tarantino, Francis Ford Coppola, but Nolan's just my personal favorite. I just love the way he makes films. Not all of them are amazing. Like, I don't think Tenet was that good, but overall, I love his films. And Interstellar is one of those epics, a great way of doing a space movie with some emotional things at the end. It is an incredible movie. and I want to watch it in the cinema. And I just remembered, actually, I did watch it in the cinema. I remember going during secondary school, so I did watch it in the cinema, but it wasn't in IMAX. So this is my first IMAX viewing of Interstellar. I'm going to go and see it. It's not going to be like a very long vlog because I've seen the film, so I'm not going to just do a big review of it. I'm just going to tell you how good it is in IMAX, basically, because I can already tell you right now it's an incredible film that I really enjoy, with a great cast, and it's bloody emotional at the end when, with the time travel thing, that really trips you as well. It trips you, but it's very emotional and it's a little bit tear-jerking. Looking forward to seeing the spectacle in IMAX, that is, for sure. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and let me head to Cineworld right now. It's been too long, but I'm happy to be back for Interstellar, and I'm looking forward to movies coming up over the next few months. But for this week, Interstellar IMAX, Elite, and a few 4DX surprises. Definitely Jurassic Park. I want to see that 4DX. That I think will be a good 4DX experience. And my mum hasn't seen it either, so I might take her as well. So, yeah, let's get to the Cineworld. Out here, we are back. Cineworld IMAX. Let's do this. Also, I checked again, right? It seems like they advertise these movies going to be in 4DX, then they add more in. They've added in Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun Maverick showing in 4DX later in the week. And next week they're showing The Dark Knight and Interstellar in 4DX as well. So I'm not going to watch those in 4DX, but those are good options right there. Seems like a full throwback week, because obviously it's the Batman day recently, 85 years of Batman. So they're showing The Dark Knight Rises, and the Batman in different formats throughout the week and next week, which is great. And they're also showing Star Wars. They're showing Star Wars, the original trilogy. Just different days, different movie, the trilogy. So yeah, there's a lot of throwbacks at the moment. I feel like they know. But also, I looked and I thought there are some films that I do want to see. There is The Critic, which came out 10 days ago, and there is Megalopolis, Adam Driver, which comes out in a few days. So there are some new films too. So I might go to the movies quite a lot in the upcoming week, and because I'm off, I have more time. So yeah, I was a bit stressed yesterday after the ending of the City Arsenal game, so this will be a good stress reliever, a good escape. This is why I love the movies. It's a good escape. I'll open up more about like why I love movies so much eventually in like a video, but it's a really good escape for me, and it's one of the few places in the world where I can actually concentrate and not get distracted. So that's why I love the movies. But yeah, the cinema is empty right now, even with all the movies that have come back as throwbacks. There's no one here. That is very depressing. I think there's more staff than customers. Is anyone in Starbucks? I don't think anyone's in Starbucks either. No, there's some people. Some more have come in now as well. Anyway, I'm gonna miss the film at this rate, so let's go in. Well, there's only 7:10. 7 was the starting time, so there'll be adverts on for like probably 10-20 minutes, so I'm alright, but still, so empty. Let's go to the toilet first. I'm looking forward to that. Unfortunately, it releases 2 weeks later in the UK and the US.
What's his name then? This world can't survive if you stay together.
Well, I am out. It's nice and it's cold, but not too cold. I like this. It's a nice breeze. But I just know in a couple months' time it's going to be extremely freezing for about 4 months. But anyway, that was fun, man. Obviously, watching it for, I don't know how many times I've seen it now. I've seen a lot of Nolan films multiple times. But it is just incredible to see that in the cinema. And that black hole scene, I could feel the vibrations on the floor and through my seat. Like, the IMAX effect was that good. I also love because it's in space. Obviously, when you're in space, no one can hear you. There's no sound. I love the switches from, like, there's scenes where there's dramatic music. The score's amazing. The music's amazing. Great sound effects. And obviously, there's dialogue scenes as well. But there's scenes where it just cuts to complete silence because it makes sense because you're in space. And when it comes to complete silence, you can just sense how impressive, you see more of how impressive the sound effects are. And just how impressive it's just like, when it falls to complete silence and you just hear nothing. It's just an unbelievable sound, even though it's not a sound, especially in IMAX, it enhances it so much. Seeing that in IMAX was definitely worth it, oh my days. But yeah, 9.5 out of 10 movie anyway. As I was saying, yeah, in IMAX it's just bloody incredible. And that's the first time I've seen it in IMAX, not the first time I've seen it in the cinemas. Because I do remember more and more now watching it in cinemas from watching the film in cinemas again. But yeah, that was definitely worth it. I still paid for it, considering they're doing this like really cheap. Actually, to be fair, actually, to be fair, I saw the prices. I just realized it's a tenner for adults, which is still less than normal ticket prices. But yeah, I was thinking 40x, yeah, 40x would be. But still, they're charging for 40x, right? It's like £4 a movie, which is great. But for unlimited members, we don't get a discount. We get like £1 discount, and I'm just like, but we pay like a fiver anyway for 40x. So wouldn't it make sense to make it free for us, considering we normally pay for it? It's weird. It's weird. But regardless, yeah, today's experience was worth it. Again, they showed a Dark Knight over the weekend, but I didn't get to see it in IMAX. But that's fine. I should probably go back again tomorrow. There's a few movies that I'm more interested in now watching that have come out recently. Well, the two I mentioned, plus there's one called Lee, which I don't know if I'll definitely watch it, but I'm considering it. But tomorrow I'll probably go back for Jurassic World, and there will be another vlog on Thursday, hopefully, not for movies though, for a different reason. And I expect to go back to cinema again later this week, so you might see a few daily vlogs for the next few days. You might. I got a lot to work on my channels anyway at home, so when I'm free I can also go to the cinema. But I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Don't need to review the movie, it's bloody amazing. If you somehow never seen it, go and watch it. It's basically the human race is going extinct and they got to find a new home. That's essentially the premise. But it's a lot more complex than that, and to do with time travel and other beings. There's a lot to take in, but it is very incredible. And it's a spectacle for sure. But yeah, just an incredible movie. So many things I could talk about, but again, I've seen it like 50 million times. There's no point in reviewing it now. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and goodbye.